Hey everybody, Star 6 Wars 1 here, and welcome to something different. Even though I was on hiatus, I still watched some anime. I watched 11 anime and a bonus one that I wasn't intending on, but I only watched the first episodes of them. So I'm here to judge these anime on just their first episodes, and see if I want to review them. Basically, yeah, these are first impression videos. But I really hope you'll enjoy them. So, without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have the ever so popular Soul Eater. Now, I first heard about this anime from a friend of mine way back when, but was busy with Naruto at the time, so I didn't watch it. The next time I heard about it was Shadow ACS's videos, which made me more hesitant than I already was. And after hearing opinion after opinion after opinion, I decided to check it out. And while yes, it's not perfect, I did have fun with this episode. I like the characters, specifically Maka, Death, and Death Scythe, and I was okay with everyone else so far. I also enjoyed the comedy, but I can see why some don't like it. Also, the animation, music, and action scenes were fast-paced, but fun. Only problem so far is the story, which didn't thrill me, but maybe future episodes will, so I give it a green, which means at some point I'll watch and review it. Next up, we have Freezing. I first heard about this anime from Shadow ACS, and well, I'm not sure about this one. I did think it was tense at moments and actually kind of brutal. I also find myself fascinated by the characters and story, but I'm not a huge fan of the fan service. While Funimation is known for good dubs, they sometimes pick up questionable anime. And sadly, I think this might be of the questionable anime they've picked up. But we'll see. I give it a yellow, which means I may continue it, but I'm either going to be cautious with continuing it, meaning I may not like it, or I may outright drop it. But for now, I'll still watch it, but it's not quite as good as I would have liked. Welcome to another Or a Butcherer show, Psychopass. Now, I first heard about this anime while looking up its writer Gen Orobuchi, and more when HS Media Nerd reviewed it. Let's just say that they had their problems with it. Now, I like Gen as a writer, and while he has his faults, I like his dark storylines. That said, yes, so far, at least for now, I can see why people call Psychopass his weakest work. Too much info dump and not enough time to grasp it. But I find it fascinating and well animated by Production IG. And it gives a very Ghost in the Shell feel, except grittier, which I like. So I give it a green for the moment. Now this is cool. During the hiatus, I finally saw the Attack on Titan dub. Now, I'll keep this short since I've already seen the show, but I really liked the dub. And continues my belief in that Funimation does create great dubs. Now, mind you, I only saw the 4th episode. I have not seen episodes 1 through 3 or the rest of the series dubbed yet. But that will come for the future. I give it a green. Oh boy, it's Haagenai. Now, I first heard of this while looking at Funimation's YouTube channel. Rarity, actually. Now, what I'm going to be comparing it to at the moment is Orishira, which I admit neither really had great first episodes. Yeah, I didn't really think I was all that fond of Haagenai's first episode, but that's besides the point. It has my intrigue to watch more just like Orishira, but I do worry about this anime, as its plot and characters could go downhill. So again, kinda like Orishira. I give it a yellow. Listen to the beat with Angel Beats. I am so sorry. Now, I'll be honest, I was surprised because I heard Angel Beats is this depressing anime, but I'm not seeing it so far, but maybe I'm not far enough in it yet. I do know that the group is wanting to beat, last time, I swear, Angel, and I like how it might not be a good thing. And I do think the characters, at least the main one at least, is interesting, but I'll have to see more, I think, to see it. I give it a green. Coco is indeed loco with our next anime, Norman'gund. This first episode was fun to watch. I really like how it immediately sucked you in. And it was fun to just watch everything go on, and it was fast-paced and fun. And I can't mention Norman'gund without mentioning Coco, and is it wrong of me to say I kind of find her attractive, kind of like how people find Revy from Black Lagoon attractive, which I actually don't all that much. I also like the fast-paced action, as I mentioned before. Overall, it was a fun anime, well, first episode at least, that I want to see more of. And thank you, HS Meaner, for the recommendation / review, because that was a good reference to have for this one. I give it a solid green. No jokes this time around, let's just get into Elfin Lead. Now, yes, I know it was number 3 on my anime I won't watch list, but someone convinced me to watch it. Also, I think was kind of a possibly poorly constructed list anyways. And, just as I had expected, it is a very cruel anime, and admittedly kind of hard to watch at points. And yes, it was violent. Now, people either love or hate this anime, but I'm not sure where I fall under yet. A lot of the problem here is that I don't like cruel anime. This is a cruel anime. The characters are like Ava's. That's not a compliment. And third, it's a bloodbath, and while I don't mind bloodbaths, especially on characters I hate, it gets tiresome after a while, and overall, In conclusion, I normally would give it a red, dropping the anime, but I'll see it if it improves. I give it a yellow. Seriously, what's with Watamote's name? This is an interesting anime. While the main character is a bit harsh, she is understandable. I felt bad for her a lot of the time, honestly. I also really liked the opening, and I did like the comedy, dark as it was. Honestly, I can see why people consider this one of the better animes of 2013, if we're being honest. And I'm looking forward to seeing more. I give it a green. It's kind of funny that after mentioning Black Lagoon in the Norman'gund entry, I decide to watch Black Lagoon myself. Now, what do I think? Well, I'm interested to see more. While I'm not all that fond of Revy, I do like the rest of the crew, like Rock and the other two, Dutch and Benny. And I cannot believe I remember their names. Hooray! Also, I kind of like the fact that I actually met the voice actor for Rock in Black Lagoon. And, like, Yagami. Shut up. And yeah, I'm hopeful to see more. It was fast-paced, and though a bit harsher than Norman'gund, so I can see why a few people wouldn't like it. I give it a green. Let's tell the tale of Fairy Tail. Again, I'm so sorry. This was interesting for lots of reasons. One, the character Natsu kind of reminds me of Bash, though I'm not sure if he's that good. And the show itself, at the moment at least, kind of reminds me of Naruto in that by the way, isn't exactly a compliment, as Naruto is stupidly long and ongoing. And now Fairy Tail is again. I'm very much hoping this won't become another several hundred episode anime, because I can't watch several hundred episodes of an anime. Naruto proved that. So overall, even though I did have a very good first impression and I did like it, I'm still going to give it a yellow. And finally, I return to the Ghost in the Shell franchise with Standalone Complex. Now, I've wanted to see this for a long time. Now, I really liked this episode. It was very intriguing and great to see these characters again. I really enjoyed them from both Ghost in the Shell movies, so honestly, it was just nice to see them all again. Oh, and for the most part, with their original voice actors. Hooray! I love it when they do that. And I am hoping to see more of this in the future. I give it a green. Anyways, that's all from me. This has been Star 6 Wars 1, and I hope you enjoyed these first impressions. I hope they were as good for me as they were for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.